Hello and welcome to Silver Wheel Tarot. My name is April. Today I'm going to be doing another full moon reading for you. This is for the full moon in Capricorn coming up here in a couple days. In my area, it will be Sunday morning at 3:19 a.m. And I use an app to figure that out in case anyone's interested. Let me know. I'll put it down in the comments if you want to know. It actually lets you put in your coordinates of where you are, and it tells you exactly the moon phases, the exact times and such. The energy right now is really muddy for me, so I'm going to do my best with this energy, but the energy leading up to this full moon is feeling very new moonish to me, if that makes sense, even though this is a full moon. And it is summertime where I am in northern Arizona, and for some reason, since we've moved to this area, my husband and I, about 6 years ago, the summertime is not really a great time to take a nap in the middle of the day. So, as I hear thunder in the background, it keeps threatening to have a monsoon type rain, but it's just not doing it. Yeah, so kind of stormy, gloomy, muggy energy, but in this area where we live, and I really believe it is connected to the spirit of place, weird dreams. That's all I can say. Really weird dreams. So I try to work with it and tap into it, but it's feeling exhausted the last couple days. So I laid down, and yes, of course, I had some pretty odd dreams. So I've been trying to tap into it. It feels like it's part of this energy that's coming in, but I'm not 100% sure. So I did meditate, and I flipped this one over for some reason. Not sure why I flipped that one over automatically. I'm just gonna roll with it because I've already had to restart this video like 3 times. So, okay. So the energy's weird. We're gonna see how it goes. All right, this is my energy transmutation spread. We are looking at the main energy present during the full moon, the helping or hindering energies that are also present, the transmutable energies. So working with these prominent energies and any other energies you have present in your life right now, what you might be able to transmute at this time, assistance from the elements, as well as a message from the divine, from spirit. And we have the 9 of Wands here. And I feel like that message here is really to just hang in there, push through. This energy feels very dense and heavy to me. Capricorn in tarot is the Devil card. The Devil card is associated with the sign of Capricorn, which is also an earth sign. So that heavy, dense feeling could also relate to the earth energy, but also the energy of, maybe things that are things you've put yourself into chains with, right? Being your own worst enemy type energy is coming up. So, okay. So push through the energy. Don't give up. Don't quit. Pick up that 9th wand, go for it again, and just keep going and keep focused on your light, your power, your energy. Watch your energy at this time to really make sure that you are getting enough rest if you need it, that you don't have things draining your energy that shouldn't be. Okay, so that's important at this time. And let's go ahead and take a look at the main energy present. 4 of Wands, beautiful card, very in the moment, happy, solid foundation. It's a very happy energy. I feel like now with having pulled this, that this is really, because it flipped over automatically, it's usually the last card that I flip over, that it's kind of a message from Spirit saying to push through these energies that are leading up to this full moon. The full moon is actually going to be a great energy, but we have some denseness here that to stay strong and positive and push through it. There is hope on the horizon, I think was the message I had for my 3-card reading this morning. So I'm feeling called to pull that message into here, that there are challenges and obstacles, but you're doing the work, and there's a lot of joy and hope. It's like it's right there, it's coming. And I feel like that's what this 4 of Wands energy is again. So coming in with this full moon is going to be a much lighter community, friends, family, togetherness, happiness, joy type energy, celebration time. So if you are feeling the denseness and the heaviness right now and just the weird type energy that is around, then definitely just keep pushing through. The full moon is going to bring in a different energy. The opposing energy we have here, typically it's helping or hindering, and when I flipped it over I just automatically said opposing. So we have 8 of Swords here. This is in the mind, so make sure to clear your mind, meditate. I feel like I say that on every reading and it feels kind of like light or cliche, surface level, and it's really not. Anyone who has a very deep meditative practice understands the power of meditation, of clearing your mind, or of even doing guided meditations, music meditations. There's a lot of different ways to meditate. Some cultures meditate through doing chores. The act of doing a task is a form of meditation in and of itself. You create it that way, you approach it that way. So the mind energy can be a struggle for you at this time. So really dive deep and focus on shifting gears mentally if this energy is a bit of a challenge for you. Okay. It's funny that the ravens in this card, the energy kind of came up, and I told you that this is like the 3rd time I've tried to do this reading. The first reading had the 7 of Swords in it, and it'll be curious to see if it pops up here, but I didn't get very far into that reading, but it was a very strong energy in the reading. And so to me, this is kind of a clarification that is in the area of the mind, trying to steal away or drain your energy through your thoughts. So watch out for that. Okay, the transmutable energy we have, death. Death is transformation, transmutation, shifts, change, going through the gateway from one realm to another, complete paradigm shifts, peering into the unknown through the death card here. Death brings in a sense of water also, which interesting. So trying to see how it ties together, but the imagery and the energy that I'm picking up here is that the death card, even though it's in the energy that you can create, which to me is kind of like a future energy, because you have to have these present to work with those energies to create this energy, yet this energy is saying that you can go through this portal of the mind space, and look how gorgeous this is with this bright star and the beautiful trees in this realm. So it's like you can create a doorway for yourself into this Four of Wands with this new moon energy. But I don't see time as linear, and I also kind of get this sense of like everything happens at once, the past, the present, the future, all the different timelines and stuff. So there's this time shift here, almost time travel type energy. It's a very interesting feeling. And it's very strong. It's almost like if you, okay, so it's almost like this helping or hindering this opposing energy that is really strong right now at the time of the full moon, the Eight of Swords. It might, and because it's in the area of the mind, it might seem so overwhelming that it feels like the dominant energy, but it's not. This is the energy that wants to come through with this full moon, okay? This Four of Wands. And these are also just, you know, very day-to-day energies, things that come and go and wax and wane, and, you know, the energies come in and the energies come out. But the sense I'm getting is that this energy feels so overbearing that it feels like the strong dominant energy that's present. But it's not, and you have control over your mind. So if you take this energy and you're aware of this energy that is present, then what you can do is you can work with that knowledge, with that wisdom, to work, even though you may not be feeling this Four of Wands yet, okay, you can intentionally pull that energy into with this. Work with it, essentially taking a very day-to-day type energy, and you can actually create with it, because it's in the area of the mind and personal fire here. You can then create this death card moment, this ability to transform and shift your mind. This energy is, it's like it's there or it isn't there. Do you want it to be there? Are you going to call that energy forward, which is very powerful, much stronger than all of this energy that we've got present here already? Can you call that gateway forward to step through to it, to then be able to choose to then embrace and feel and experience this Four of Wands energy during this full moon? And now what I'm getting is, once you experience that, you're capable of doing that, this energy ends up on top. And the imagery I'm getting from this Four of Wands, with the fact that this is still, now it's in the background, it's, you're aware it's there. This is now like, don't sweat the small stuff, right? So say you're having a huge celebration, or you're having guests over, and a cup of coffee or milk gets spilt on the ground. You step on some crumbs. You look, and the cat box, there's cat litter everywhere for some reason. Or a curtain rod falls down. Or, you know, just these things that if you let them, they could ruin your day. But instead, because you've managed to get control of this, to open this gateway, to step into, fully embrace this energy that is very present and very capable of being fully experienced at this time, you're essentially not sweating the small stuff. It comes up, it's like, oh, okay, so this child's having a temper tantrum, you know, you wait for him to finish the temper tantrum and you go about your day. You don't let it ruin your whole day. Every little thing that might come up then becomes so minute, so small, that it's just, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. And you're just really embracing this very positive energy. It's a new perspective. It's got a very almost hangman vibe from this Four of Wands, and able to tap into it. Which it is a different perspective in the Death card here, because you look like he's in, like, look at this darkness here. It's all around, but then you step through the area of the mind, different perspective, different viewpoint, and you enter into a completely different world just by looking at your world differently. That is the nature of the gateway. And heck yes, the Death card reduces to number 4, and 4, which is an 8, and this is much more powerful, positive aspect of the 8 than the 8 of Swords. Okay, and so with the Death card also representing the water element, Scorpio, right? With the Four of Wands, which is very much fire energy, you are basically taking complete control over your mind in a way that you are like magically creating this powerful alchemical situation in your mind where it completely shifts your viewpoint on things. So this energy feels so different. It's very shifty, but already I can tell you from the time that I started this reading, this heaviness, this denseness, this almost this in physical form, like just feeling like the energy was so overbearing and dense. Now I'm feeling very light and happy and airy and open. So even just within the realm of doing this reading, to tapping into these energies, it's a very real situation at this time. So I don't really know, you know, I know I'm not an expert by any means in astrology. Not yet anyways, maybe someday. I don't know what else is going on astrologically at this time. It would be interesting, you know, to look, because these energies are very transformative, and the energy that seems to want to be present at the start is very dark and heavy, and dense, but the energy that really is coming in that wants to be present, it wants to be like that spark of light that just completely lights up a dark room. It's that spark, that energy, that light, and you have to find that from within this Nine of Wands here in order to work with this Eight of Swords, to tap into that, to create that spark, to open this, you know, gateway to then shift timelines or energy and make sure that you're tapping into this Four of Wands energy. Wow. I feel like it's kind of out there a little bit, but it's the energies are real. What can I say? This is what I'm feeling. This is what's coming through the cards at this time. So let's see what the elements have to say. So the elements are usually advice in those areas. So we have Earth here, Tower. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So the first thing I saw when I saw this card, the Tower, is I'm thinking of this Earth here representing the Tower with the lightning striking it reminded me of the Earth, or the darkness, or the heaviness being stricken, anyways, I don't know, by a light, right? A bright light that actually lights up the whole darkness. And then I saw, the numbers are really jumping out to me today for some reason. The tower reduces to a 7, which to me, again, I see as doorways, gateways. So, but the tower also represents fire energy. There could be the spark there with Mars. I'm curious what Mars is doing during this time. I'm gonna have to look it up. Maybe Spirit's nudging at me to start leaning a little bit heavier into the astrological stuff. But it's important to stay grounded at this time. But not over grounded, right? Not to the point of being heavy and dense, because you don't want to tap into that heavy and dense energy. And so if something comes up to break up that denseness, some bolt of lightning, some weird song lyrics popping into my head, it could be a little frightening to you, but it's not really a threat. It's there to break up that energy. Okay, tap into the butterflies, right? Tap into the butterflies, whatever that energy that comes in order to stay grounded. Tap into the butterflies, whatever that means for someone. Okay, let's take a look at water, the heart space. Friendship, kinship, hope, joy, looking to the future, community. This really taps in beautifully with this 4 of Wands. Embrace this at this time. Really tap into that feeling. You know, and with this mind energy here being kind of in opposition, if you are not able to hang out with those you love that give you this type of energy during the full moon, then what's coming to mind is, you know, put on some headphones or put on some music and rock out to like that energy or that feeling of hanging out with, you know, people that bring you that kind of joy. Maybe reminisce in your mind's eye, you know, on very positive moments, on things that are in the heart space like this. So much joy and togetherness. Focus on that. That's the butterflies. So I feel like the 8 of Swords here is this dark, dense feeling as represented in the tower, the lightning coming through. You know, the dark denseness might not feel great. I'm getting a sense of like a scary energy, but not like a terrified energy, more of just like it really brings you to that energetic space of fear, and you don't want to be there. Okay, so whatever else you can bring in the butterflies, bring in the joy. So if you can't physically get with and around others to bring this energy in, do it in your mind. Just go to that space, and that's going to really help tap into your heart space and bring that positive energy in, and bring you that spark you need to really transform the energies. Air, mind, curious what's here, considering there's so much mind energy. The sun. Yeah. This energy is like, wants to be so big, bad, scary, nasty, overwhelming, dominating in your mind right now. It's some energy that's present, and it's like the concept, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I've heard it referred to before, way in the past, of like the devil, so devil energy, Capricorn, right, of being this big, bad, scary, okay, but if you were to meet it in real life, it's like this teeny tiny little waspy just annoying little thing that has no power truly over you. Okay, so that's the energy I'm getting that's leading into this full moon. But the energy that really wants to come forward is your inner power, your inner strength, your sense of joy and togetherness. And this sun energy wants to be present in the mind. So it might start off this way for you, but Four of Wands, the Sun, Three of Cups, I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. This is gorgeous energy, and this is in the area of your mind. So you can create this regardless of what you're thinking and whatever your thoughts may be making you feel and how that might be affecting your energy right now. You might feel like this wounded warrior, beat down, dense, heavy, exhausted. You can shift that into the Sun card at this time. That energy is available to you. Okay. And let's see, fire, usually action, personal power, energy, Emperor. You are creating your own world. I feel like there's some kind of nasty, tricky energy around that is really trying to trap you into this. And maybe it has been present for you in the days or weeks or months leading up to this specific full moon. And the unique energies present at this full moon can destroy this. It can completely wipe this out, right? Completely flip it over and bring in this transformation. You can bring a Tower moment to that energy, the breaking down of that energy. The Tower can help you tap into the spark that tears down the walls, tears down the denseness, the darkness, that brings a spark of light into it. And what you can do then is then really start creating your own world, this very beautiful, positive, uplifting, outgoing, expansive, joy-filled space, the life you want to create. So if you have been struggling mentally, this might be just some kind of weird energy that is present that has really been trying to keep you from this action and keep you in this as an action. You don't want to be here, right? This is where you want to be. Sun card, Four of Wands, Three of Cups, positive masculine energy, in control of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're doing, what your existence is, what your life is going to look like. Don't let somebody else's words in passing, whether you see it online or hear it on the radio or walk by a person during a walk during the day, or you're out shopping, don't let somebody's words convince you of this, okay? When we get into a dark mental space that is constricting and restrictive, it's very easy to justify that feeling to keep ourselves there. So instead of focusing on maybe the universe is showing you butterflies everywhere you're going, instead of paying attention to these butterflies, you're like, one person online somewhere says he doesn't like you anymore. And you're like, and you go there for some reason, and this person has no power over you. You create your own life, your own energy, who you want to be, what's possible in your world. Anything is possible in your existence. Anything is possible. You exist and you're expansive and you can create whatever you want in your life. So there's a very powerful, positive energy that wants to come in here. You just got to be willing to face it and tap into that light energy. find a way to tap into that light energy. Be willing to have your foundation shook up just a little bit in order to bring in this Three of Cups and the Sun and the Emperor. Beautiful. All right, well, that's what I have for you today. I hope that that was helpful to someone. Please do let me know if you found value in this reading in the comments. I do love to hear from you all, and have a blessed day. I'll see you all next time.